All right, for anybody that's joined us and it looks like Chess Demon is in here, can you let us know how the audio is? And if somebody can drop a link into the chat as well.
Yeah, there it is. Perfect.
All right, Chess Demon, let me know if you can hear myself and Kex both. I guess Kex, you'll have to say something.
Yeah, hey guys.
So we've got 12 games coming up here at first 6.5, I guess, right?
I'm not sure about that. And we see C4. That's what I like to see in the finals.
I was hoping to see C4 when you were in the finals and you didn't play it as much.
Yeah, it was a bad prep. Stupid kicks. And preferred defense from what I know, is B5 and G6, but he goes with C5. And Tiger responds with rails. Rook A3. Are we going to see Rook A6? G6 it is.
Oh, I can't get that to click off.
B5. Will he follow with E3? That's kind of sneaky line to trying to play Queen H5. Maybe build up some chain. And we see E3. I don't think G6 was a good move there in that position. Accomplishes like nothing really. And G5. So just wasted move. Now I don't think Tiger wants to go for Queen H5. Opens the position a lot. And Kit just said
Yep.
that my voice isn't clear. But Tiger goes for Queen H5. And Knight H6.
I don't know if I can adjust the clarity necessarily, but I tried turning up the volume a little bit. I don't know if that helps, but I guess we'll have to hear feedback.
Yeah, we will see.
And there is a delay to
Mm,
the stream. So for those of you that are watching it on llIChess, also there's going to be a little bit of a mix up of what's happening.
he takes some F7. I was personally thinking maybe he will take on G5 and keep the option of taking on H6, maybe A5. Knight C2, good move. Creating threats. We respond with B5. I think trying to sack the bishop, take with the knight.
Sacks the rook instead.
Yeah, but there was one more capture, so
Yep.
knight
So
was the last piece.
either way, the knights are there in the end.
Mm. bringing the option of knight c3 in the future.
So V's trying to get rid of his queen.
Yeah, and it was the right moment.
Yeah.
I can see he will try to find a way to snake his king on b file and create some possible double capture there, because he can bring some threats, and rook f1 is the response. Other will have to think about his bishop also in the future. The pawn structure and black piece is in position, there's not really much space for it.
Pepsi's saying that knight to b4 was maybe mate. I didn't see that.
Knight to b4
I mean, that was a few moves back
takes, well, bishop a3. I don't really see it, because that's the position I usually encounter. He's offering his king now. Yeah, but with good threat. There is chain with knight, bishop, and rook on e1.
And we're starting to get to the point where they're both under a minute. Tugger's at 26 seconds, so he's got to be moving quicker.
Yeah, we will try to force some playable endgame from this, I think. b4 is interesting though. Question is king b4, does it win? No, it doesn't.
And so
Simply knight takes.
he's got 6 seconds
Yeah,
to
b5
decide,
is
though.
excellent.
Yeah.
b5 was excellent.
And that bishop's pinned. He's got 4 seconds, so gets rid of the pin. But is that mate?
What if e5? But I don't see. Oh, now I see. Now I see. Well, but what about the knight?
Well, g7 gets him a double kill. And then he can
Yeah,
just,
g7 and
yeah,
knight
and then he can
c2.
just move his knight down. Yeah.
Yeah, that was well played. h3, oh my.
Exciting.
Man has balls.
Why can't I switch the... Trying to...
And f3. Wow. d6, something I think we expected. And fake Polish.
Yeah, out on the
Isn't it
king
just
side.
g5 and rook g8? That's a trap. Was that bishop from h6 will just slides down? Yeah, that's sneaky. But Tiger plays g5 anyway.
Feels like they're both okay right here.
Yeah, I expected some traps or something from V.
Let's develop his knight.
Then he keeps the bishop. Like 95% of the players would play bishop g7, but not Tiger.
Yeah, I think you want to keep it. Or I personally, I like to have one bishop. I like to get rid of one and keep the other.
But the room for development for Tiger is not that good right now.
And he's way behind on time.
Yeah, and the g8 knight, I don't really like him. Maybe now bishop h6.
He has a chance to get rid of that.
Yeah, those two will be problematic pieces. Maybe e5, queen takes.
Yeah, I was kind of curious that I was thinking knight to g6 too, although, all right.
Yeah, that's
So the
decent move.
the bishop's pinned.
I think something like b3 will happen. Waiting move.
Right.
Maybe c4 queen out, but I don't really see a threat there.
Well, he's thinking about this. Doesn't want to make a mistake.
Yeah, c4 and interesting idea. All bishops in this position look really weak. Especially white is also stuck.
So attacking the king. Kind of like that move. And
Yeah, that's a good move.
yeah, and Tigger has 10 seconds now to decide what he can do about it.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's a good save. Can't draw arrows.
Oh, double capture is possible there, but it accomplishes nothing, I guess. Maybe e6 takes, and I don't know.
All right, this is going to be an interesting endgame, although V has a minute on his clock, Tigger has 15 seconds.
Yeah, we missed moving his king. And c4 is played.
The time pressure for Tigger here.
Yeah, it gets scary.
Yeah. I'm not even
He needs to
playing.
do something with that knight.
I'm not even playing and
I
I feel
hope he's not
nervous.
considering bishop g7. Maybe bishop h6. Yeah, this very good move.
I feel like he's got a... Yeah. There's just not a lot of pawns to hide behind for either of them.
Yeah, knight c3 will come if another pawn is blocked, threatening knight b5. But it comes in this position already.
And Tugger's king is covered by his knight, too.
I think Tugger has an idea of king g4, maybe. But we can block it with knight b5 and rook a4.
So V's clock's starting to wind down here, so we're going to have a rush set of moves, I think. It's kind of a waiting move there.
Yeah, but Tugger is the one in problem.
Oh, that so Tugger can ditch the rook and get a free move. The question is there a spot to go to get mate? Kill the king? Kill the king?
Bishop h6.
Yeah.
And that's game
Yeah,
over.
that should do it. Yeah, he just needs to find it. He's got to find it. Oh, he didn't. Does that still work, though? He uses the knight.
Yeah, this can work. Bishop g7.
Some intermediates, and it goes through.
Maybe this. Nice one.
All right, 1-1. We
It
see
is
c4
really
again.
risky. And rails again. Again, that g6 move, I really don't like.
As black, you don't like that?
Yeah, for black, it's just not good. If b5, e3, black will have to play something like g5 because there's the queen h5 threat.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a waste piece. And
It's got Tugger thinking, though, because last time I think he thought a decent amount of time before he went b4. This time he goes b3.
using the delay move back. I was maybe wondering if he's trying to play rook h3.
Okay.
I don't like this move because he's not threatening anything.
Right. It's kind of just getting rid of the queen.
Yeah. Maybe he has some idea with d5 and building up the chain, but that would require him to take on f2. And g4 blocks the d5 move. I can expect something like h5 in the future from V. kind of slow move, but he likes those slow moves. Knight c3, great development. g5 it is.
For some reason, I'm already thinking about the next game and wondering if we're going to see an e3 at all.
I doubt we will treat that from Wii. I see he's trying to find a way maybe to play e6 and attack the rook. But now he has different threats to take care about. Yeah, carry one.
Yeah, these are all covered. We're just trading pieces away, though. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, this work.
Yeah. Good find.
So he found the way. c6, I don't think that was his prep at all. Or was it?
And they're definitely going for some different games. Like the e5, I love pushing e5, but usually I'm doing that in a fast time control, not 2-5.
Yeah, e5 here is very strong. Grabbing space in the center, opening up the bishop. Yeah, it does that all. Maybe we're gonna see knight h3 again, like 2 games ago. Okay.
I feel like he likes that pawn structure.
Yeah, he does.
Right? And now,
Oh, no rook takes.
and say I was expecting the rook.
But that's a mistake, I think. Yeah, f5 exactly.
Although I don't know that.
I guess there's a win somewhere for black, but definitely not an easy one to
And say,
find
yeah,
with that structure.
I don't see it.
There's a bishop promotion. If the pawn structure stays the same, knight is there. Mm,
I mean, he's got 2 moves, so he's gonna think about this for a while and see if he can get mate.
yeah, there's also a king promotion. You just need to take care of knight, king, and bishop mostly. Thinking about a5 maybe.
Well, that's what I was wondering too. Is like, all right, is there a way to go get another piece? You can kind of threaten to grab the queen
But if
potentially.
a5, c5, then king promotion just because you have to take care of the bishop also.
So c5 first.
Knight c6. Yeah, that should work. And she acts with a good idea. A6 and bishop f5, opening up the rook and queen. Oh, that's gonna be a tough one. And Chess Demon is suggesting knight d8 and d5. Yeah, but what if takes king, takes e5, maybe c5? Yeah, I think that works.
Okay.
Does it work?
I'm not doing the math for that, so I'm going to assume that Tugger did it. I assume that if the queen captures, he captures back. Or, well, he doesn't have a choice.
Yeah.
The knight's not attacking anything.
And what if queen e5, queen b5, and that also tough position for both sides.
Right? Well, and V's got 1 second, so he's just got to pick one. Fascinating. It might not.
Yeah, I think it survives.
Should still be fine.
Rook takes.
Yeah, I think you can just take the.
Yeah, I think it's
You
fine.
just take the queen. Like those pawns are. Even if there's one left, it can't get
Yeah,
killed.
one probably will be. Yeah, decent. And he's going for draw.
Shoot. I mean, that was a good game. That was a nice
Yeah,
save
he's
by.
gonna be so mad.
Yeah, a nice save by V to find that. I mean, it was tricky for sure.
Okay, this line. Are we gonna see knight d2? Yeah.
I think. I think we had the same game in last year's finals.
It's pretty common line for
Yeah,
people to play this against layer dead.
yeah, I think.
Knight c7 with knight e6 idea.
Yeah, I was rewatching that this morning, and I think Flo had the white pieces doing this to you.
Yeah. But not in the finals. He was kind of expecting me to prep this one, so he was playing something else. And he wasn't taking on h7, he was taking on c5 with a4 and that line. Some people like to place their rook on h1 position.
I'm not really a
Or doesn't.
I'm not really a fan of this position for either black or white. Like I don't like this game.
Yeah, yeah. Black needs to be precise, and white needs to understand what he can throw and what he can't.
It's like offering to get rid of his knights.
Pawn push. Yeah, I'm really surprised Tiger went for this line. It doesn't really fit his style. 5 pieces and figure out maybe what is not losing in this position.
Right. There's nothing really that he can like threaten. It's just
Yeah, just waiting for a mistake.
right, waiting for a mistake.
Can't push too many pawns. Yeah, and he's pushing that guy. At a certain point, Tiger will have to sack his rook.
Right, and then just be left with these pawns that
Yeah. And we will also have maybe new king, maybe knight from
right.
g1. Yeah, this is bad position for white. I really don't like it. Just looking at bishop h6. Yeah, it would have been an interesting move also.
I feel like he's yeah, I was gonna say I feel like we've got a king move coming that's just gonna delay. But like you said, we just keep pushing this pawn and we're gonna get a promotion. I mean, maybe put
d5 is coming at certain point. Rook g1. And it will be king.
yeah. He's like, go ahead, and give me your
Usually
king.
draw for black. Yeah. What I meant to say is that usually draw from such line is a good accomplishment for black, but in this position, I think black should go for a win.
Yeah, I agree. Although I'm not sure why
He
he's
needs to develop these pawns.
running his king all the way across the board. Other than Tugger has 20 seconds and he's
That's the marathon I was talking about. I think b6 will come just to open up the bishop. Maybe he will try to find a way. It's something like bishop e7 and something like bishop h4 in the future. Yeah, d6 is here. Oh, interesting idea.
Hmm.
But he forced him to push the pawn. I was thinking that maybe he wants to go for a5, b takes. But he doesn't. King has entered the game.
Like, Tugger at this point is just going to be moving his king back and forth.
Yeah. King b3, blocking b5, and another pawn is coming.
I feel like White is really frustrated right now with nothing to do.
Yeah,
And then V's just being careful to make sure he doesn't mess it up because he should have the win here.
it's almost 20 moves since White did something.
Well, we're at move 36, so
And bishop h6, finally developing the bishop from starting position. Mm, 5. Yeah, king going back, preparing bishop e6 maybe. And
Tugger's not one to ever give up though. Like he's gonna
yeah,
fight it to the very end and look for a way out. And I've seen him scramble out of some places that I would have given up way earlier. So
right. I don't think he wants to play bishop f8.
yeah, I don't think so either.
That would do nothing. Probably he wants to play on that b pawn of Tugger. Maybe king c7. But
Ooh,
that promotes on the light square, so
5 seconds.
oh,
Okay, so he's attacking that
oh,
the e
he
pawn.
sees he sees the fork. Yeah, king has to move, takes e3, and attacking
Yes, look at that.
king and b. But what if rook f8? Yeah, rook f8 or something like that.
Right, he just just needs to move that rook out of the way. Keeps the
Or
bishop
not.
instead.
Yeah, sacks the rook. But still light square.
Yeah, so then we've got
Maybe he will sack the king.
sack the king to stop the draw, but then you got
Yeah, then you will need to do something again. So
so then he's giving him the draw if he wants it, and he takes it.
yeah. Well, Tugger should be happy with this one.
Yeah, I would say so to come out with a draw with that.
So we've seen d6. I doubt we will see it again. Maybe knight g8 again.
Yeah, I think knight to g8, and let's just go back to start and try over.
Yeah, with bad pawn structure from white. e6 it is. While king takes. I don't like that position for white. What bishop b2 does? Takes, takes. No, it doesn't work.
And these games too have been like every game has been pretty long. We haven't had any.
Yeah, it's gonna be marathon today. When they played in candidates, I think their match lasted like hour and a half.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it was 10 games, it was 9 maybe? I don't know.
Right.
What's the idea? C5 maybe? Yeah, that's a good move actually.
Tugger's chatting, throwing a whisper here.
Yeah,
Don't want to deal with Rook
but
B1.
he's right. If G5 and Rook B1, yeah, I don't like the line for black either. Or simply B6 maybe? Yeah. Maybe knight C6 available in future. Yeah, E5. Offering him to sack the G pawn.
Moves the knight out of the way.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I mean, you have a queen race if you want it.
Uh, in that position, maybe. I wonder if something like just A5 maybe. King takes, threatening to open up the bishop. I don't know.
Tugger's saying if you want to get rid of your material, go ahead.
Yeah, it would be also tough to defend if he just played something to open up 3, 4 pieces and then had to deal with it. Interesting choice.
I don't see anything jumping out. It feels like Tugger has to get rid of the bishop.
Yeah, but not quite.
That queen's only attacking one space.
Yeah, but there's also the idea of knight f3 and building up the chain. And he goes for it. Maybe. There is still the idea of bishop stack and king e2 doesn't work because there's queen takes. Yeah, sacks. And what? Bishop c5 maybe? Yeah, Tiger takes it.
I was thinking pushing the pawn there because you can grab the knight. Well, now he's got
Oh,
3 kills lined up.
yeah, and c4 is coming. Very well played. So 4-2 is the score, and no break called. Rook b1, still theory, I think. And queen takes instead of knight.
Hmm.
What should he go for?
I feel like I feel like V's gonna move his king towards that knight to see if he can either eat it or get it to move away.
Yeah, he wants to open up his bishop also, and the knight is the only problem, practically. Tiger is coming with support. G6, another slow move.
Okay, kind of.
And he's threatening queen h5, but
I don't think that
what
ends
if
up with
g5?
anything.
Yeah, I think if g5, then queen h5 anyway. So the g4 doesn't work. Yeah, it happened. Yeah, this is interesting. I think Tiger will take on f7 plus just taking on h7 is a very simple sequence.
Yeah, that's my instinct, but I feel like when I do that, I decide to take one too many pieces and end up losing somehow.
Oh,
So is f4 okay?
yeah, it is. But that was a close call.
No,
Luckily, the
maybe
f
it's
pawn
not.
will cover h5, h6, I meant. If knight g5, rook takes, and bishop wants to sacrifice itself on h6, pawn can take it.
Right. Okay, I see you.
I'm just wondering why is Tiger not being himself? He usually doesn't make these simple moves.
So he might have to get rid of that knight there if he moves it back.
And maybe bishop e5 in the future. E2 I meant, but now I don't think it's possible.
I think Tigger's in trouble here.
Yeah,
he's threatening to grab the light squared bishop. So yeah, he's putting the king in front of it.
I've only seen this move also. Nothing better. But that rook and knight, it will have to go soon somewhere because it's just completely stuck and the bishop also is not doing anything. He also has the option to sacrifice the e pawn.
I mean, yeah,
Maybe
do you have
make
e5,
some chain.
e5, and then maybe um, knight f6?
Not directly knight f6. That was a good find. Now he will have also knight f6 with idea of knight g4 and open up the white knight, problematic one. Knight. Nope, doesn't work. Yeah, and Tucker is probably calling a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, this doesn't look good. He's not just losing 5-2, but he's being outplayed on the board. He had the upper hand maybe like in 2 games, and the one he screwed up.
Yeah, and one of those, I think V actually had the better position and just blundered. And
Yeah, also.
that first win.
Well, that's not an easy spot to be in.
Mm-mm.
And I can tell you because I was in that spot twice against Brian Flo.
Right?
What do you think? Is he going to study H3?
Right? To go.
Honestly, I don't think he will play H3 anymore. I think we will see G3 in the next game. And maybe we can see the line G3, C5, B4, takes, and D3. And then maybe F5 by Dagger. I don't know.
How long do you get for the break? Is it like 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
It's 10 minutes and Tucker just wrote the chat that resuming at 19:35 UTC.
Okay.
I guess you are not participating in LAWC this year.
No, I am not. I will unfortunately probably not be participating in any of those for a while until my kids are maybe moved out or something.
That will be sometime.
Yeah, that will. Yeah, my youngest is 6, so and that could
Yeah,
be wrong. Maybe in a few years I'll find some more time, but
it's hard to schedule everything and also do it properly.
right. Yeah, like I'm casually playing and having fun with it, and as it's difficult for me to schedule times each week that match up with what other people
Yeah.
can manage, and then like you said, to do it properly. As far as like if I do it, I want to be able to prep for my games and study as opposed to just kind of winging it.
Yeah, busy people play just for fun. That's like Finn's.
Yeah.
He knows like no theory, but he's still good.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I think I'm gonna go through. I didn't. I was talking to you beforehand. I didn't get a chance to watch as much of the candidates rounds this year as I did the previous year. I got to watch almost all the matches and was kind of aware of what was going on and who was doing what. Kind of considering going in and like basically creating replays of matches. And so I did
Yeah,
post that to my YouTube channel, just the Tugger versus Grach at Grom. Um,
yeah,
so
the semi-final.
so I'll post the other semifinal and probably the third place match. But I was thinking like historically going back and seeing if I can find the original, like the first year with Arima Cat and Ogle, and the second year, and kind of like pull out some of those famous
Yeah, you can find
matches.
it on Aribakat website.
Yeah. So I figure I'll go in there and put them together. So if people ever want to go and like, hey, what did these matches look like? You can go and just watch them real quick instead of having to search for them and like click through them move by move.
And I know you definitely want to cover Perkex to 2021, the great run.
I will do it.
It was something else. Well, 5 more minutes till the end of the break. Past Tuggerhead, very interesting comebacks from 5-1, 4-1, 4-0, and third score. So if he's going to do another one, I think this is the right time.
Yeah, and like I said, I've seen him do it. Like he's never one to just give up. So, and these are definitely different lines than like I didn't really know what to expect. I know V's not known for playing E3, and Tugger plays just about anything. So um, I should have been prepared to see more some different lines, not your regular E3 and then either E6
Yeah,
or C5. You know, like this is
Tugger
long.
isn't easy to press against.
Yeah, not at all. And these games are pretty much all going to like end games. Like
But surprisingly, only few were like really drawn end games, and mostly we had the upper hand.
yeah, this this is 12 games, right? So it's kind of it's first to 6.5.
Best of 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 more minutes and we should be good. I'm really interested in seeing what Tucker prepared and how we will respond. Sometimes it's easier to be losing for your head as you just don't overthink things and you feel like you've got nothing to lose just to come back, and the person winning sometimes has some kind of pressure, like happened in candidates game Grohochetrom against Arun. Arun was leading 5-0 after 5 games,
Oh,
but
really?
Draw managed to come back and just draw. Yeah, Arun
Wow.
was disappointed after
Right?
that one. I also had a very rusty series in the first round of candidates. I played against llIVIll. I won the first game, managed to do my trap I had prepared, and then I lost 4 straight. No, I lost 5 straight.
Oof.
So I threw my prep down the pipe and played Balkan, which is knight c6 to hit e3, and then b5, e5, next black game. Yeah, that worked, and we're back.
Okay, here we go.
And we should get white.
Yep. Switch it up
Yeah,
so
and
V's
we're good.
white.
Oh, still h3.
All right, so e6.
Let's see what. Yeah, Tiger, I think, prepared something against this one because
Definitely prepared something. He's moving quick.
I think he was trying to check g5 and rook b1, maybe. Well, that's also very odd. Is he going to recapture the king?
Right? It's like you get a chance to take the king or you can take the queen.
Yeah, both seem pretty interesting. I would probably take the queen
Yeah, my gut is to take the
because there
queen.
has to be something with an open bishop. Mm, g5. Needs to be careful. Always have this knight covered. I was thinking maybe f6 and d6 maybe in this position. Is it fine?
Right, so
Um,
d6, but then your bishop's
bishop.
attacking.
Yeah,
But that,
that's something you need to count properly.
right, but that should still be okay.
But
Because
he goes for it.
we get takes and takes. So captures with the bishop first and then captures the knight.
It should be fine.
Yeah, and then he can move his knight out of the way. He just needs to make sure to get that H pawn killed. Which potentially, if he gets
Yeah.
an additional move, oh no, that won't work.
H pawn shouldn't be problem. Well,
So you got
is
both.
narrow thing down.
You got both bishops. Really, you can. I would say knight to d7
Yeah,
probably works
just
too.
like that.
And
And something like king d7, I think.
grab the light squared bishop and
Yeah,
yeah, plenty of
he's
ways to
fine.
do it. Plenty of ways to do it.
Okay, 5-3.
All right,
Tugur is trying to come back.
right. That's what Tugger wanted. That was probably the quickest of
Oh,
the
c4.
games.
And pawn takes instead. Another very slow line by black. I can think of something like knight e to c3 maybe in this position. I think queen h5, but that really doesn't do much. Maybe a4 in this position looks like grabbing some space.
Yeah, I've been doing the a4 as much as possible. Like, it's just, yeah.
Yeah,
And then
there it is.
the knight to a3 if I get a chance. Like, I like that setup.
Yeah, the queen out. What about queen c2? Queen takes on b3, queen takes on c8, and then you recapture the queen. But he goes for rook a3 anyway. Pretty interesting move should be a5 in the future, blocking those two guys and the rook behind them with not. Oh, very
Okay,
good developing move.
opens the bishop.
I was looking for a yo-yo, but there is no.
No, I was doing the same thing. I was like, oh, can we get to that a6 pawn? Wait, hold on. No, I still don't see. We need multiple
Yeah,
kills
there's
to move it past. So,
not a capture you can do. And also knight to d7 is coming. Other needs to find a good use for that queen.
well, and V's moving his king towards that b file.
Yeah, d4 is interesting pressuring move. But we moving his king actually blocked the square for the knight. So if something like uh, queen d3, maybe your next move if possible is attacking the a6 and also g6, and the knight has not really where to
Right?
go.
Yeah, kind of stuck where it's at. So maybe we see that king move again. Yeah.
Yeah, it was decent. Now queen d3 is looking like a waste to me.
So both players developing knights.
Queen h5 doesn't do much.
I mean, Tugger's now giving his queen an exit route to attack something, but I don't see any targets that are.
Yeah, the thing is, white doesn't really have something to attack or weaken the position or something. And knight h6 looks decent also. And Chess Demon is also pointing out that now it goes into black's favor. And keeps the knight.
It's definitely an interesting position, and they're both under a minute on their clocks.
Yeah. Both bishops looking extremely weak.
Right? It's. I mean, it's almost identical material. Is it exactly the same? It is.
It is. I don't really see something like a really good move for white in this position. Black has no rush. His draw for him is
Right is fine. That's actually one thing that he wants. He needs to get to that half point.
oh, rook b8. Does it work?
I mean, he can just capture back with his knight, right?
Yeah, I mean, rook b8, rook takes bishop, and black rooks take pawn.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Um,
You got that intermediate.
and Tone is also saying rook b8. And Master Sky also saying, and we see it. And he found it, I guess. Now it has to be a rook take, but the position is just terrible. And bishop is also opened up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this didn't age well. And even better.
Right.
Rook takes d4, and that's a good game. Is it?
Hold on here. we might have
He
moved.
messed up something.
We might have moved too fast.
Well, but I'm really sure it was there somewhere.
Yeah, it was definitely there.
Now Tucker can turn this around. He has to select the rook. Bishop away, and the rook will
Right.
try to connect
The bishop has to go to that. He's looking to
b
make
and
sure it goes to the
h.
right spot.
Rook f7 maybe.
His bishop d4.
Okay, this way. And he also needs to cover up the rook. Motion and everything loses. Very well played, Better. Very well played.
So he's
And a3.
caught a break, and now we've
And
got an a3 instead of an h3.
yeah, is that a misclick?
I don't think so. I think this is what he's going for.
He completely ignores a3. Even worse, he ignores the c3 also. And now if you play something like e6, you have to be careful about bishop g2 shenanigans.
Can Tugger just ignore that? Oh.
I was thinking about this. Wasn't there a better sequence?
I might have dropped that bishop first before doing that.
Yeah, I was also thinking the same. Then rook g8 takes. But we had the idea of taking the f7 pawn since the beginning, as f5 would have been just crushing, and king takes, of course. So what's the plan now?
Well, V's moving his king back to his side of the board.
Yeah, eventually he will need to do something in that center because it's just completely locked and it's just not good.
I don't know that I like Tugger's king in front of those pawns like that. So giving his queen an escape route.
I'm feeling we will have another very slow endgame.
Alright, so he's attacking the king, but he can just move it out of the way.
But what is it, king d6?
I guess, yeah.
I don't really like king f6. And he can queen raise from queen f7, but I don't like it either. But now he can castle the king and queen. Just simply king c7 and king d8. And till then we are probably toasted, but it's fine, you castled king and queen.
Is there any like if he wanted if well, it's V's move, I'd say, but would Tugger go bishop to g7 and attack all that double covered garbage over there to get rid of it?
Uh, which move you mean? Bishop g7?
Yeah, which I don't know if you necessarily want to get rid of that bishop at this point, but it would be a way to do
Mm,
it.
well,
I don't know what
I have to say,
counterattack is coming.
I don't see a counterattack. Keeping both bishops for both players, it's tricky, you know.
I assume the knight might just go back to where it was.
Maybe knight d1.
Right?
It looks dumb, but that's the point of it, right?
Exactly. I mean, I was gonna say technically he doesn't have to move the knight because that E column's covered by the queen. All right, so that capture chain does nothing, but
King comes to support.
all right.
Developing the bishop. That king on d6 is kind of dislocated, but he has his job right now.
What about Queen F7 here? Attack that king, but then
Queen
you could
f7.
go and take the rook if he moves the king out of the way.
Is that really a threat? Now he will move the king away.
Right, but then you can take the rook and start taking material.
Yeah, but the question is, do you want to take the material there?
I do.
Because it was kind of puzzled. Well, yeah.
He's threatening the king at h4. V's got 3 seconds and 2 bishops.
It wasn't really a threat, I think. e4 is doing its job very well. And now what?
All right, well, they both got 13 seconds, so this is going to be some.
Knight c6, very good move.
I like that move. This is going to be a fast ending.
So bishop c1, I think. No other option. And knight d4, king, bishop. And knight slides down. That should be winning.
Does he see it though? Retreats.
Ah, that's a miss. It was a mate for sure.
I mean, they're both under a lot of time pressure right here.
He's gonna be so mad. Does it work now?
I don't see it now.
It does, I think. Yep, there it is.
Holy cow. Are we at 5 to
And
5?
we got a game.
Are we at 5 to 5?
Told ya.
So what do we got? What do we got? Leah Dart.
Please don't go for that line, Dagger.
Okay.
For this one either.
Not that one either.
But I think he just realized that if he's going to win, he needs to play some dumb stuff.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do it with theory or prep. He's just not that guy. What is he threatening? Queen a5 takes and chain, maybe. He defends it with b5. I don't think he wants to go for queen a5 now in this position.
With this weird stuff, I would go g4, grab the knight, and then move my queen to a5, and then recapture that pawn. And then we've
Yeah,
got
that's the simple way, but
and
we are not doing the simple stuff yet today.
we got pieces everywhere.
Yeah. So what is it, b4? And knight a6 maybe? Oh,
It puts the knight back too.
so we treated everything. Takes the knight. The queen takes. b3, just slapping the queen. b4, good push.
Yep, that's a good move.
So the threat is obvious. Rook b8. I was thinking about a4 maybe playing. Prevent that rook b8 move and maybe some bishop things in future.
All right, so
And he goes a4.
yeah, he does the a4. That it's just setting up
What is it, knight d2 now?
more captures. I think so,
Or
right?
e4. Yeah, that's a decent move.
Yeah, I think that's the safe way out of it.
Also weakens structure for like center. What is it now? Bishop takes. King takes.
Both
Maybe
kings take.
f4 in this position. Maybe knight c3 is also looking fine.
Yeah, develop to the middle.
Now he wants to pressure the king. What's it gonna be? h4, f5.
So maybe even b4 with the pawn.
Okay.
What do we have here?
What about the rook a2? Trying to set up the chain for knight d5, king e4, bishop d3, and rook e2, rook f1. It's not really winning yet, is it?
I don't see it, but
This king d6 move also prevents f4,
okay.
and rook a3 creates the pin.
So Tugger's got 30 seconds. V's got a minute and a half.
Now f4 may be a good move. First he develops the bishop. And he puts it back.
Not sure where he's going with that. All right, so V puts his knight in front of the bishop. Now you got a lot of pieces attacking d5.
Yeah, b4 was also looking interesting. What he's trying to do now? Tell me.
I can't see it.
Ah, that's a good move.
Yeah, that's a really good move.
What about bishop e2, maybe? Yep.
I mean, V's rooks are doubled at the moment.
Yeah, that's the real threat in this
Yeah.
position for white. And
Back to d1.
mm,
Sacks the king.
okay.
I don't know what he's waiting for here. There's only one choice.
But this is scary.
Yeah.
Let me do that.
He's got to undouble those rooks, and he needs to.
Do it very quick.
Yeah.
Something like king c7. It should put the fire away at least for a second.
Yeah. But can Tugger just keep pushing that pawn?
But Tugger wants to play d5 and lure that king out.
And now they're both there, like 15 seconds or less here. All right, so he does it.
And king c7.
That's a quick d5.
Yeah, d5.
It's kind of just a waiting move. He's threatening to grab the bishop.
Where is it? Bishop f1.
Okay.
And king c7. Yeah.
I think he's 5 seconds. He's got to just decide, get rid of it. No, don't get rid of it. Yeah, say that still works. It's fine. 6 seconds
Yeah, very
though.
good
He's got
move.
to decide. This is intense.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I feel like V's just gonna ditch the rook and say, let's make it easier for me to play.
What about rook e1 in that position? But it's too late for that.
4 seconds again.
What does he have right now? Rook B2. And he's maybe aiming for Rook H3. I don't know.
He's got to do it fast, though. Trading pieces? Nope, not going to trade. Oh, boy.
Uh, I don't know. It's just who will find the first mistake the opponent does.
Yeah, they're both trying,
The
too.
B2 pawn is free right now. Yeah, and it's coming. What is it? Rook A2. Yeah, intense.
I
So he needs to find a way to ditch that F pawn, which is just in the center of the board. What about B3? Trying to exchange the rooks. He's also running with space, and this is gonna be interesting. Steps up to open file, and Rook H3, right.
Oh, boy. All right, so couple kings on opposite ends of the board.
At H3 queen, Rook has to go somewhere. Yeah, and it has to be sacrificed now. What is it? F6 maybe? Like Rook G1 idea if needed. Yeah, this one should be drawn. Rook B6 maybe. He protects it anyway.
I don't see how this is
Yeah.
anything but a draw. Unless, I guess V's got extra time and hopes that maybe Tugger blunders.
Yeah, this will end up in a draw, I think. Needs to be careful though.
Yeah.
Yeah, good promotion. Kings can come closer. Maybe to D8, but doesn't do much.
I don't know what now.
Yeah, I guess draw will happen.
So draw, and then we're at
And
five
what
and a.
about Rook E6? If Rook E6, yeah, King B6 will be played, and there is no chance of White King to go close.
So maybe we can get two more kings on the board.
I think so. Maybe White Rook.
Can three kings trap one king?
Three things can, but I think Tiger knows that one very well, so he won't throw the other piece. So what about Rook? No, he's not going for it.
All right, boys and girls, 5.5 to 5.5. Most likely we'll have a winner in this game unless they draw.
And maybe we is calling a break. It's going to be very intense ending of this match. Yeah, and it's confirmed. Maybe we should go through a couple games that happened after the break. So we just won't sit here for 10 minutes.
If you want to do that, I'm fine with sitting here. Isn't Autumn Wind, or I feel like there's a few people in the chat that are responsible for that.
Yeah,
So I think, if I recall, if it's tied, they play two more games, and if it's tied, they play two more games. Like I think it keeps going for that before the Armageddon.
yeah. I don't remember the rules exactly, but it's best of 12, and then a couple series of 2 games. And if there's no winner, then there is an Armageddon in the end, I think. Yeah, and Shiex would just confirm there will be 4 tiebreaker games, and if necessary, there is an Armageddon to decide the winner of the Antichess World Championship 2023.
Somebody asked if there's a 1 hour break. Well, these guys
Yeah,
gotta.
it's already 1 hour and 40 minutes since the
Yeah,
beginning,
I
so
was I was kind of thinking hour 15 minutes total. I got some places to be here soon, so they gotta finish this up for me.
yeah.
So I V's gonna be white, correct? And going into this last game,
I think so.
so H3, A3, like what? C3.
Uh, I I will say it again. I don't think I will see H3 again. I think G3 will be the move.
They both got to be like in the analysis board going nuts, like trying to find something.
Yeah,
Like, where's the
or in prep
answer?
studies.
Yeah, where's the answer?
Maybe we will see something like completely new. We started at 0.08, so it's like 4 minutes into the break, so we still have some time. He is currently completely offline,
Oh yeah.
so I don't know, maybe he went for a cigarette.
I know Flo does
That,
that,
that thing worked for Flo. Yeah,
right?
he was not playing well. He went for a cigarette break and a completely new man came back.
Opened up his mind or something.
Yeah,
Well, I think that V went to Armageddon against Valentino in the semifinal
Yeah,
match. So
e3, c5, and bishop b5, and we played black. He managed to trap him in certain positions that they didn't play before.
all right, here we go. We need an abort and
And
then
here we go.
reset.
And we got white, I think. Yeah.
What happened? Am I lagging? Did they not
Nope.
rematch? No
For
rematch?
me, yeah, it's been only 6 minutes into the break, so okay, there we are.
There's your G3.
Yeah, G3, C5, B4, and A3, F5. Yep, there we go. And he's offering this chain.
So
I don't know if that was a slip.
will he take it? Oh no. How is
Yeah.
C3 moved?
Ah, if this thing is played through bishop, through C4 as white, and you have to sack the b pawn before you will play anything else. So let's see. Queen promotion, and you've got something like from e3 c5 line with rook b8 move, which is completely drawish, but in this position, I'm not really sure. Opening up the bishop, opening up the rook. I think Tiger will take the king
Yeah.
and try to recapture it as soon as possible. It won't be easy to recapture anything on that queen side
Right.
for
So what
black.
does he have to do it right now and then
Mm, bishop takes b7. Yeah, and Azuha is saying in the chat that this one is winning for black.
what? Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a proof for that, but he is a guy I would probably believe in terms of theory.
Yeah, I think you have to take the
And he
queen.
recommends,
I think you have
yeah,
to take the queen now because otherwise you
there is rook takes
yeah, there's just
a7,
the queen on the there's so many
queen takes
more
c8.
pieces. Yeah.
Yeah, I think bishop takes b7.
He doesn't do it though.
Oh, but that was not a good capture. If queen takes on f2, queen takes queen. Yeah, and I think white is winning in that position. Wow, he's going to leave the d3 pawn on the board. That's scary.
If dude,
What is it?
I don't know if
Takes
this
e7, takes h7. I don't know.
I don't know either, but that was bold.
Takes g8.
And you have to take the pawn, right? Like you don't.
Maybe he's trying to take the rook back,
With the rook.
but then it's just rook f8 and king takes. Ah, no, he's aiming for the rook. And this one is over, I think.
Yes, yep.
The rook takes h8 and d4 idea.
Yep.
I don't think he can prevent that.
Nope.
If queen takes, pawn is just too fast.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely unlucky.
Yeah, just
Oh,
one move there.
a pre-move on accident at the
Wow,
beginning.
yeah, that hurts.
Good
Man,
series
what a
though.
final though.
Yeah, good matches. Well done for Tugger to come all the way back and make it all the way to the last game. But congratulations
Congratulations to
to
we and
V. Yeah,
also to Tucker and also to Valentino for third place.
yeah,
He played exceptional WC this year. He was just unlucky against we in the Armageddon match in semifinals. And also thanks to everyone who is watching our stream. And I guess see you guys in a couple bits.
yep. Sounds good. I got to get out of here.